My name's Colin Veevers, and I'm just a teacher at Llewellyn Park Secondary School. So I teach sciences, outdoor education, and also I'm in charge of the Environment SHSM at Llewellyn Park Secondary School. Also, I started in Y camping. And I was living in Eastern Ontario at the time, and yeah, just started going to Y camps. But eventually, when it came time to get a job, I didn't get a job actually at my local Y camp, but I got a call for John Island Camp out of the blue, sort of thing. It's just they were looking for staff, and came to Sudbury, and just kept coming back every summer. And eventually, that went to Lakehead for outdoor recreation, parks, and tourism. After Lakehead, worked in Minnesota for a couple of years in environmental education at 2 different outdoor learning centers in Minnesota, and then came back to Canada as a director for YMCA John Island Camp. And then later on went back to Teachers College, and yeah, just started teaching after that, and working, doing different courses, lots of science courses, and then eventually into outdoor education as well. So I think all those things kind of really foster deep respect for the environment and a caring for the environment. So kind of a nice sort of just natural progression, I guess, toward that, to teaching kids and having them learn about environmental science. Like wherever you happen to be or natural environments you happen to go through, you kind of develop a sense of place for them. You develop a relationship with those areas and a respect for them. And I think that naturally kind of goes into wanting to protect them and wanting to learn more about them and how they function. And for me, it's always been a driving factor for being part of that environmental learning. I know it can, maybe not for everyone, but definitely for just the way I've kind of gone at it, and the way a lot of my experiences have been, that I feel that it's really important to, first go out, recreate in areas, develop a love for them, and then out of that, you'll want to protect them and want to learn more about them and how to care for them. So just trying to give students lots of opportunity to explore, their ideas of sustainability and how they, are their relationship with the environment. So like I have an environmental science class right now, and the opening project for that course, I like to call it the what does environmental science mean to me? And they get to choose different ways to express kind of what they think environmental science is. It can be anything. I really encourage outside of the box thinking with that particular assignment. So I've had students, like this year I had students like write poetry, sew projects together. I had students make art with like different collages with it. And then they create a reflection around that. Like, how does that piece of art that they've created kind of reflect their view of environmental science? So I guess getting students kind of think about that and allowing them lots of interesting projects where they can learn about, their relationship with the environment. The goal of the course, I think, in the end, is to kind of broaden their thinking that like environmental science definitely is issue driven at times, but it's also about, your relationship with the planet, other people's relationship with the planet, and how we can like build a better relationship, a healthier relationship with our planet through, all like tackling all these different issues in sustainability. So I think that's just, I'm always, with that particular project, I'm always amazed at the really cool, creative ways that students find to tap into that or their knowledge in environmental science. Because one of the things I do kind of stress in that course at the beginning is just that like scientists maybe don't always do the best job of communicating how important environmental science is, and that maybe we should look outside the box at things like art and drama and media in order to provide a need for people to kind of act on what we're talking about in class. They've started to develop, a sense of place of Northern Ontario or whatever their local environments are. One of the things that I do also try and stress is that environmental science and caring for the environment doesn't have to be wilderness, although it can, and that is great. But you can care about local areas too, like your local park, your local forest, that recreation and fostering a healthy relationship with the environment can be everywhere, in urban centers as well, because not everyone has the ability to get outside far from the city. And we are luckier here in Northern Ontario, but that doesn't mean everyone can still get out there. So I kind of hope that that's where they're at, that they're willing to go outside and learn about the environment, that they have some skills to kind of understand what they're seeing, but then also that they have a goal to think about how they can incorporate that into their career. And so that could be post-secondary education at college or university level, or an apprenticeship program somewhere, and in any facet of the environment, from like environmental science at a university, to more like a recreation program at a college maybe, or an arborist program at a college or a trade school. These are all great opportunities for people to get outside and make good connections with the environment. We try and be as sustainable as we can within our classrooms. So last year we did work with our life skills class to help bring in a green bin program at the school, which was really successful and was going quite well. Again, unfortunately, because of COVID, we've kind of paused that to limit the number of students that are going in and out of other classrooms. But that's been a really positive sustainability measure for our school. Paper-free day, just to like get people thinking about their use of paper in classrooms. Eat local days to get them thinking about like, oh, are there other ways that we can, where can we source our food from, and how does that impact our planet? So lots of like those kind of opportunities as well inside of our classrooms.